Next, you will learn how to code the category form that allows users to create a new category or update an existing one. We need to make the category form looks like this with two text fields, category name and alias, and a drop-down list or combo box for selecting a parent category. And the users also can choose an image file to be uploaded as the category image, and a checkbox for the enable status true or false, and the save button and cancel button. And the most important part in the category form is the selection of a parent category from a hierarchical list of categories. As you can see here, we have categories nested in multiple levels: computers, computer components, CPU, processor unit, graphic cards, electronics, camera and photo, parts and cases, digital cameras, and so on. And in the category service class, we need to implement a method that returns a list of categories that are used in the form. And in the category controller class, we need to implement a new handler method that will show the category form when the users click the create category button in the category listing page. Alright, come back to the project and open the category controller class, and we need to code a new handler method. Get mapping, and the URL is the URL of the create category button in the listing page here, slash categories slash new category. And we need to access the model object from Spring MVC and return the logical view name to the category form, which is under the categories directory here, category underscore form. And we put a new category object onto the model add attribute category, a new category object here. Okay, and save the changes. And for the category form HTML page, we can reuse the code of the user form here. So we copy, paste, and then modify. The file name is category underscore form. Category underscore form. Okay, and we modify the code here. Change the heading of the page to manage categories here, and the page title variable we set from the controller here onto the model object here. Variable name is page title here, and the text is create new category. Okay, and then we update the action of the form to slash categories slash save, and the name of the binding object is category here. And the hidden field that refers to the ID of the category here. And the first text field is for the category name, so the label is category name, and the type is input type is text, and it maps to the field name of the category entity class here. You see the fields ID, name, alias, image enabled here, and the minimum length of a category and maximum length of a category. Minimum length is 3 characters and maximum length 128. And then the alias of the category, alias, it binds to the earliest view of the entity with mean length is 3 and maximum length is 64 as specified in the entity class here. And we delete the deep section for the rows here of the user form, and we keep the enable status here, delete the section for password here, and this should be parent category. And for now we just use the empty drop down list, empty select element here, and we reuse the code for the category image here. So the label is image, and a hidden field binds to the field image here, and the alternate text of the thumbnail image is just image preview. And for now just don't specify the source attribute for the image, thumbnail image. Okay, and delete the JavaScript code that checks the uniqueness of user email here. And the module URL is /categories here. Okay, that's it. And now we can test the new category form here. This is a category listing page, and click the button here, and now see the create new category form appears here with the text fields name, alias, parent category, enable status, image here, save and cancel button. So far so good. Click save and you can see the validation error message for the text field, category name, and error message for the alias field. And click cancel. Go back to the listing page here. Click the new button again, and we need to show the image thumbnail like this. And the first item of the parent category drop-down list is no parent. Okay, and let's update the code of the category form here. The first item in the drop-down list here, select with the class is form control and th field that maps to the field name parent of the category entity class. And the first option is no parent, because the users can create top level categories without parents, and the value for this option is 0. Okay, and for the thumbnail image here, we need to use static image here, image thumbnail here. So we copy this image to the project directory. You can use the image file that is provided in the resources section of this lecture and paste into the project here. Under the static directory, image is paste here. So in the form we use thsrc equal / images, and then the file name image dash thumbnail.png. Okay, and let's test the form again. Okay, you see for the parent category drop-down list, we have the first item is no parent, and we have the image thumbnail here, and the image thumbnail should be in a new row. So we use a deep section for the thumbnail image here, deep with the CS class, bootstrap class for margin top 2. Okay, and we set the width of the form smaller a little bit, just 500 pixels, and refresh. And now we have the new category form looking very nice, right? And we need to change the order of the enable status after the image. Enable status here after the image. Okay, that's good. And now we come to the most important part of this lecture, that is showing the hierarchical list of categories in the form like this. Okay, come back to the project and open the category service class. And because we need to implement a new business method here, public list category, list categories used in form. And for now, just return the file method from the repository. And then in the controller class, we need to call the service method here, service list categories used in form. And the variable name is list categories. Okay, and we add that collection onto the model here with the name is list categories, and the value is a collection object. Okay, save the changes. And in the form we can use time loop for each to iterate through the collection of category here. We use th block for more readability, and th colon h for each category in the list categories here. Then we generate a new option element option here with the text of the option is a category name, cat.name, and value is a category id, th value equal cat.id. That's it. And that's the new category form here. And you can see all categories appear in the drop-down list here, but it is in a flat order, no hierarchical structure. And I will show you how in the next few minutes. Come back to the project. And previously we have a test method that prints the categories in a hierarchical structure in the category or repository test here. Here's a test method print hierarchical categories here, so we can reuse the code here in the category service class. Firstly, we need to retrieve all categories from the database, from the repository repo file here. Categories in DB in database, and we have a list of categories that will be returned to the caller here. List categories. Categories used in form equal new array list. Okay, and return categories used in form, and copy this for code here, for loop here. Okay, for each category object in the categories in the database here, we check if the category is a top level category by checking the parent object here, which is null here. And we need also copy the print children method here, print children here. and we change the method name to just list children. Okay, and for the system.out.println statement that prints the category name here, we replace it by the code that add a new category object to the list categories used in form here. So we need to create a constructor in the category class that takes the name category. Here we have a constructor that takes the category name here. Okay, here we replace categories in used in form. Add new category, and the name is category. Add name, and here we replace the system.out.println statement to categories used in form. Add new category, subcategory, add name. Sorry, the name should include the dashes here to indicate the hierarchical structure. String name equal two dashes for each level, and here's the name. Okay, and similarly in the list children method here, string name equal empty string, and here we in this for loop we concatenate value for the name variable here. Okay, and copy this code. Okay, we need to pass the collection categories used in form in this list children method. Okay, and here we have a recursive call to the list children method itself here. Okay, that's it. Okay, save the changes, and we are ready to test the hierarchical category list in the category form here. Refresh, and you see now we have computers, laptops, computer components, desktop, electronics, but somehow we have empty category name here. Let me check. Let's see. Okay, here my mistake. The name here just includes the dashes, and we need to concatenate it with the actual category name like this. Okay, so here we plus name plus subcategory get name. Okay, save the change, and now it should work perfectly. Refresh, click, and you see it shows the hierarchical list of categories here. No parent first, and then top level category computers, and under that we have laptops, gaming laptops, desktops, computer components, memory, and another top level category electronics, and under that we have cameras, smartphones, and iPhone. Perfect.